Similar to her cousin Namor, she's an Atlantean human hybrid. Let's get right into the video and find out who is Namora. Her birth name is Aquaria Neptunia. Aquaria was born in 1921, the daughter of an Atlantean male and human female who died during childbirth. Her father would nickname her Namora because of her similarities to her cousin Namor. Growing up, Namor and Namora hung out and played together until she and her father relocated to another colony. When Namora reached her 20s, her blue skin faded to resemble the Caucasian skin tone of her mother. It was then her father finally revealed to her that her mother had been a human. In 1947, the colony they were living in was raided by criminals from the surface. The criminals killed several Atlanteans and stole treasure during the raid. Unfortunately for Namora, her father was among those killed. With the help of her cousin Namor, she would track down the criminals and avenge her father's death. She would soon become curious about her mother's people and life on the surface. She decided to go visit her cousin Namor, who was already living on the surface world, to see what it was all about. She ended up staying for months and shared in numerous adventures with Namor during that time. After returning to her underwater colony, she would eventually get married to an Atlantean man named Talon. But even after getting married, her passion for adventuring on the surface never faded. She would join the group known as the Monster Hunters and often adventure with them on the surface, putting a strain on her marriage. Her marriage was further strained when she and her husband found out that due to her hybrid physiology, she was unable to produce children. Not long after finding out she couldn't produce children, she had a chance encounter with an exiled Atlantean scientist. She was able to convince the scientist to implant her with an altered cloned embryo so she could become pregnant. She would only share the secret of how she became pregnant with her cousin Namor. Namora successfully gave birth to a daughter and named her Namorita. Shortly after, Namor would disappear, and Namora would set out searching the seas for him. During her search, she was approached by Jimmy Woo, an FBI agent who was seeking her help in rescuing the US president from the Yellow Claw. Consumed with her search for Namor, she declined, but did lead him to the sunken human robot M11, which Woo and his team could restore to help them with their mission. Finally, after finding no trace of her cousin, she would concede her search. Namora would take her family and leave Atlantis and move to the Maritanus colony. But tragedy would soon strike the Maritanus colony as it was decimated by atomic bomb testing. Her husband Talon was among the many that died that day. After the colony was destroyed, Namora and her daughter went to live in Lemuria. Eventually, Namora began a romance with Lemuria's prince, gaining herself a new rival. Lyra, a human Lemurian hybrid, wanted to win the favor of the prince for herself. The two would clash for years over the prince until Lyra managed to poison Namora, seemingly killing her. Namora was placed into a coffin of ice where she would stay for the next few decades. Although everyone believed she was dead, in reality, her body had gone into a state of suspended animation while it recovered from the poison. Jimmy Woo, who was now putting together his Agents of Atlas team, acting on information provided by M11, went to free Namora and recruit her to his new team. Upon arriving, Namora actually appeared to be dead and decayed, but Marvel Boy was able to recognize that it was a hologram and disabled it, revealing the true Namora. M11 would melt the ice coffin, freeing her. She would then join the Agents of Atlas. Namora has most of the typical Atlantean traits, such as a prolonged lifespan, can breathe underwater, augmented vision allowing her to see in the depths of the ocean, and her body can survive freezing temperatures. Due to her hybrid physiology, Namora has superhuman strength far greater than the typical Atlantean. She can swim up to 60 miles an hour and can fly due to the wings on her ankles. Her skin is bulletproof and highly resistant, granting her superhuman durability, and her physiology gives her body the ability to overcome even the most potent poisons. Namora still continues to adventure in the Marvel Universe. Well, that's the origin of Namora in the comics, and that'll do it for today's video. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by the channel and check out this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again real soon. But until then, I'm gone. Peace.